What would you do if you were redesigning PBS?
It's kind of difficult, you know what I'm saying?
And it was, oh my gosh, that's a hell of a question to ask.
It's much better.
Yeah.
Well, I think the last time we did a new logo was, I think, 4 years ago.
This is PBS.
I guess we just felt we needed a new ID.
Okay. Can you move a little bit your head? Can you tilt your head a little?
We all sat in a room together for about 4 hours, and we talked and saw tapes and saw examples of things that, yes, we liked and didn't like.
It came down to several words. We felt we wanted it to be warm, inclusive, to be representative of the cultural diversity that's so important to public broadcasting.
So that was the challenge, to find a way of communicating that public television is about people.
You know, the most interesting
We didn't really want to have an electronic look. We wanted something that was warmer, you know, beautiful, but also just very human.
What we're talking about here is a softer, non-traditional 3D treatment.
So we stumbled onto the idea of using film, 35mm film, which in a world of electronic imagery is sort of a new idea that's really an old idea.
What's nice about film is we're going to be able to use a real logo, reflect real things into it. Lighting is much different. I guess I call it randomness, because when you shoot film and you're mixing colors and lights, it's very random, it's very real.
How would put people in it?
How do we, there's a lot of different ways we could do it. It may be reflections, shadows, you know, just a glimpse, and it should be a really subtle layer.
We get to know each other a little bit. We look at designs, we select the kind of mood they're looking for.
And our initial concept was to really focus on the eye, the PBS eye. And that disc is reflecting in it humanity. We have faces reflected in it.
In the process of selecting the models, what we were really looking for is to represent humanity. We have an infant, we have a couple of young children, some teenagers, some middle-aged folks. We have a grandmother and a grandfather.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Can you think you can actually get an infant? I mean, a really young?
Yeah, I think we can. We have a wonderful infant in mind.
Great.
Bébé, regarde par ici. Regarde ma petite puce. I ask them to move in relationship with the camera. I see the way, what kind of angles they can appear best, what reveals most of their personality, and we just work around.
Stop tape.
Put the 2K up to replace the inky.
Okay.
I'm a film person, okay? There is a difference. And now let's flood out the purple a little bit. You get the grittiness and the graininess and the feel of film.
We're definitely behind the scenes over here.
Ready? You ready to shoot this?
We took an approach that isn't very traditional today. What we're finding today is a lot of the same things being done over and over. A lot of very high-end 3D animation being used to represent networks.
In this particular case, what we're doing required that we start inside the eye of the P head, that you not see the P head, and you pull out to reveal the entire P head. So we physically had to make the eye big enough so that the camera could see through it without seeing any of the edges. And in this particular case, it ended up to be 12 inches tall. What we're shooting is, which you'll see, is very tight shots, very graphically styled. With the P head that we're looking at here, it will be turning into and through and out of lights and colors.
We're just shooting the elements, and out of this, we have to now combine all of these elements in our final vision of what we've had. Everything will be transferred from film, and it'll be loaded into compositing systems, a Quantel PAL system. So there may be 10, 20 layers at certain times that have to be manipulated simultaneously.
I think that if we could bring out some of the
We could do more with maybe the edges or the eye or something.
Well, and remember, as it moves back, all the colors glint through that because it moves through color.
So you see that it is an edge.
Yes.
And the same thing with that. We're very excited about this. We think it's going to be a beautiful marriage of high tech and low tech, if you want to call it that, or a beautiful marriage of the old and the new.